So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lo if you're new here, and welcome. Today I have a very important topic. I'm going to put you guys on. I'm going to give you the details. I'm going to give you the background. I'm going to give you guys the real tips on how to thrift. The first thing you're going to do, the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to research your local thrift stores. I personally only shop on 50% off days. What you'll find is that thrift stores have apps, they have different memberships, and you can, if you plan it out right, you can end up getting way more bang for your buck. You could go and ball out with $25 and get a lot. My second tip is to think about what you need. Think about what you're going to be looking for. Take a look in your closet, open up your drawers, take things out, try them on. Think about, do you need more basics? Do you need more jeans? Are you looking for more statement pieces and more unique pieces to play up your wardrobe? Some interviews coming up that you're excited about and you want to refresh your wardrobe. Think about looks that you want to give a try. There's a lot of different looks, a lot of different styles to try out. Gather some images. Make a list of what you're going to be looking for. This is also a good opportunity to drop off any donations, any recently culled items that you want to give back. The third tip is to think about a budget. It's very easy to get carried away in a thrift store. I usually give myself a limit of $25 to $50. For me, one of the biggest benefits is the money that you save. So I don't want to drop $200 one time in a thrift store. I want to be realistic with myself. I want to be a little strict with myself and give myself a budget so that I can really think about what's important, what I really need, do that process of elimination. So now that we found a location, we agreed on a budget, we know what we're looking for, you're going to want to dress comfortably. You're going to be spending time walking around. You're going to be spending time in a dusty space. And you're going to be spending time trying on people's old clothes. You know, things that people could have had in the basement for a long time. Dusty things, moldy things, sometimes dirty things. So I usually go for more form-fitting, comfortable clothes, leggings, and like a long sleeve shirt. I usually try to tie up my hair. I usually try to get my hair out of the way just in case, you know, like there's dust. Stretchy shoe that's easy to go on and off, because you want to be able to try on things in the fitting room, but also if you need to make a choice, like try it on as soon as you get it. Trying it on in the aisle is what I do most of the time. You do not want a heavy bag weighing you down, or a heavy bag that you have to be wondering about a lot. So a lot of times I use this little camera over the shoulder kind of bag that I have, just because like I can leave it on my body and know that it's there. I don't want to leave it in a cart. I don't want to forget where I put it. So just like an over the shoulder, very small bag, or even a fanny pack. Like, my fifth tip is to set a realistic time frame. Time can go by very fast in a thrift store. So of course you want to take your time, but you want to move with a slight sense of urgency, because there's only so many hours in the day. We have other things to get done. Usually I give myself about an hour and a half to 2 hours. What you want to avoid with this tip is bringing people who don't like thrifting, or bringing people who are in a rush, because it's going to ruin your trip. You're going to feel super rushed. You might make the wrong decision. So you want to avoid those people who are going to complain about being in there. Sometimes you're going to have to get used to just making solo missions if you're really serious about finding something nice for yourself. Or you might want to look into making friends who like thrifting, because there's nothing wrong with making new friends with common interests. My sixth tip is to prioritize where to spend your time. I have the same method of going through the same sections, and that just works for me. I start in jewelry, and then I make my way through bags. So it's jewelry, bags, and then I go straight for home decor. Sometimes I skip over everything and go straight for home decor. I don't know why I go in that order. It just works for me. So we have jewelry, bags, home decor. Then I go into the men's section. I'm always, listen, every size is my size in the thrift store. So I'm going in every section, because you never know what you can find. So after the men's section, that's when I go into the women's section, and I spend most of my time there really combing through everything. Towards the end, I'll usually take a quick run through children's, And it's like, okay, like I don't have kids, but I like, you know, like maybe an extra large kids t-shirt if it's a fun t-shirt. I'll give it a try. Like I said, every size is my size. And then I'll usually give jewelry like a glance over while I'm checking out. And that's just like my method that works best for me. As you thrift more, you're going to find out where you want to spend more of your time. And another thing is, shoes are usually all over the thrift store. So while you're thrifting, you want to be mindful of that. Like, okay, let me see where my size shoes are. You need to have a process in which you can look at items and determine if it's for you or not. So basically, when I get an item, I obviously look at the size, I look at the material, I look to see if there are any stains or if the fabric is peeling. Flip it inside out. Look at the lining. Is the zipper functioning well? All of these are valid questions. Is it faded? Is it stained? Are there any repairs that need to be made? Are those repairs worth it for us? Are we able to do those repairs ourselves? These are things that you want to just give a second thought. And if you really can't decide, put it in your cart anyway, because we'll do a process of elimination before we check out. It's like maybe you don't want to thrift Forever 21. It's up to you, and it depends on the condition of the item. And I guess it also depends on your personal beliefs. Me personally, I'm always looking for more vintage brands, and I keep an eye out for more high-end or well-established brands that like I enjoy. I love to find silk, wool, linen. Those are really like higher quality materials. I try to avoid things like polyester, even though you can find some really nice polyester pieces. If it looks like polyester, I'm not going for it. That brings me to my 8th tip, which is put it in your cart anyway, because if you put it down, you better believe it will not be there when you go back looking for it. The thrift store waits for no one. Okay, and sometimes I see people shopping and I see the item in their hand and I will wait. I will wait until they put it down and I will go and pick it up. Okay, I am keeping an eye out. Obviously, you don't want to go in people's carts. You will get hurt. Do not touch in my cart. Don't do it. You will get cursed out in front. You know what? I'm being calm, okay, I'm being grateful. Just don't touch other people's things. People really just want to be independent and alone in the thrift store sometimes. So you don't want to be stalking them for their items. If you didn't get it and they didn't put it down, you have to let it go. Just let it go. If you're checking out and you see it, grab it. But, you know, you really can't pressure people into giving you their latest finds. And that brings us to before checkout. You're going to do your process of elimination. You're going to find a mirror or you're going to find the fitting room. You're going to try it on over your clothes. That's kind of a rule of thumb for me. If it can fit on over my clothes, it can fit. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable getting fully undressed and trying on dusty clothes. That's why I don't have a problem doing things in the aisle. But you really want to try it on. You want to walk around in it. You want to move. You want to move your shoulders to make sure it's not tight on the shoulder. And you have to make sure, you know, you're comfortable. Make sure you can breathe in it. And be realistic with yourself.
I love this dress. I feel good in this dress. This is corny, right?
Is this something that you're already privy to wearing? Or is this like something that you just want to try out? And think about if you're really going to try it out. And then also think about your budget. Once again, bring the budget back into perspective. Am I able to get all of them? Which one of them can we maybe leave out so that we can fit in the budget? Or do we have more space in the budget to pick up something that maybe we put down? So these are all things you want to do. And then finally, tip number 10, checkout. Make sure if your thrift store has an app, you have your app open so that you can get your points or so that they can scan a coupon. Make sure you know the color of the day. Make sure you have your member card or you remember your member number, which is hopefully your cell phone number. And make sure you put all of that in so that the discounts apply or that the points add up. Well, guys, that's the video. I hope that it was very informative. I hope that it helped you guys out a bit. I hope it motivated you to start thrifting. Comment down below. Let's get the conversation started. I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say. If I missed out on anything, please let me know. I'm looking forward to corresponding with you guys. I'm going to put all the info down below and anything else that I want to add. If you guys want to follow me on social media, Also, once again, feel free to subscribe. Join us over here if you'd like. And also, if you think this would help somebody, please share it. I would love for you guys to share it. Press that bell if you do join us over here. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys in the next video. Bye.